In the days before streaming services and 24-hour cartoon networks, there were two times to watch cartoons: Saturday mornings and after school. Every weekday I would rush home from school to watch some classic shows like Transformers, DuckTales, G.I. Joe, and one of my all-time favorites, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show was a live-action / animated series that premiered in 1989 and was based on the first two games in the long-running series of Super Mario games by Nintendo. Each episode consisted of two parts. One was a live-action satire of a contemporary sitcom, while the other was an animated segment featuring the adventures of Mario and Luigi in the Mushroom Kingdom. The live-action segment starred WWE Hall of Famer Captain Lou Albano as Mario and character actor Danny Wells as Luigi, and focused on the brothers running a plumbing business in Brooklyn in the 1980s. The segments always featured a special guest star joining the brothers in their hijinks, and I couldn't wait to see who would show up in each episode. The animated segments of the show revolve around the adventures of Mario and Luigi, who are both sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom while working on a bathroom drain. Each episode's plot featured characters and situations based on the first two Super Mario Bros. Games for the NES. The evil King Koopa, who would later be known as Bowser, would come up with a sinister plot to take over the Mushroom Kingdom, and the Mario Brothers would team up with Princess Toadstool, who would later be known as Princess Peach, and Toad to foil his plans. King Koopa's schemes were usually based on a book, movie, or historical event and were always played for laughs. Captain Lou Albano and Danny Wells voiced Mario and Luigi respectively, adding a little consistency between the live-action and animated segments. The cartoon also features several musical cues and sound effects from the video games, and even though there are a few inconsistencies like Mario receiving fire powers from the superstar as opposed to invincibility, the cartoon does a great job adapting and expanding on the source material. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show aired on weekdays, but the Mario Brothers only made appearances on Monday through Thursdays. Fridays were devoted to the animated serials based on another popular Nintendo title of the time period. That title was The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda follows the adventures of Link, who along with Princess Zelda defend the kingdom of Hyrule from the evil wizard Ganon. Our heroes are assisted by the fairy Princess Sprite, who is not a fan of Zelda and views her as competition for Link's affections. Link's portrayal in the series is very different from the warrior of few words in the video games. In the show, he is a whiny teenager who is constantly trying to get a kiss from Zelda as a reward for his heroism, only to be shut down and utters extremely overused catchphrase.
Excuse me, princess.
While Link is a bit of a creep in this iteration, Zelda is actually portrayed very well. She is more of a peer to Link than a damsel in distress, although she does need to be rescued a few times in the series run. Even though the series is full of terrible dialogue, subpar animation at times, and an unlikable main character, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure, and it was awesome to see an animated version of the video game. Here's to hoping that someday The Legend of Zelda gets the same big-budget animated treatment that Super Mario received. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show may get mixed reviews from modern viewers. On one hand, the animated segments were very entertaining, and it's interesting to look back on them after seeing how far the video games have come over the years. On the other hand, the live-action segments relied a little bit too much on slapstick and may be considered corny by today's audiences. Plus, a lot of the stereotypes portrayed on the show have not aged well.
Look at that.
Oh, sure. Just keep eating. I mean, after all, let nothing bother that beautiful girlish figure of yours. I'm coming!
Viewers can judge this series for themselves, as the show is available on DVD as well as streaming on Prime Video and Freevee, and who knows, with the popularity of Super Mario Bros. At an all-time high thanks to the new movie, maybe a new generation of fans will rediscover this show, and they too will be doing the dance that Captain Lou closes out every episode with, simply known as the Mario.
Do the Mario swing your arm.